Hi guys, welcome to your channel. This is Victorious Virgo Tarot channel, wherein I post tarot readings for the Divine Collective who are following their ascension path, and I just generally post different readings for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminines, and sometimes I do post for different signs, specific signs. So in that case today for the collective, I thought we'll check. We'll do a love reading, and basically I just I recorded the video, and there's a little bit of a problem last time, so I selected the energies, like what signs are included in this reading, love reading, like where these signs can be in your chart. Could be one or all four. I've selected 4 signs which could be included in your, can have all your 4 could be there in your chart, or it could be, you could have those significant placements in your chart, or it could be one of them. So just take what resonates, and also just make sure that you understand that this is a general reading. So see that the particular thing is in, I mean, like this particular reading suits your situation or not, and don't try to fit in, because this is general energy, so we may not be able to sometimes read some of the energy. So take what resonates and leave the rest. And once again, so if you are guided to this video, it means there's some messages for you. So otherwise, if not, please do not continue to watch if you don't think it is appropriate to your. Okay, so just make sure that we do not manifest something which, or end up into kind of if, for example, if there is a third party or something comes up here, so like you need not think about it. That's what I'm saying. So it may not be in your situation, but it suddenly makes you feel like you start doubting and manifesting such a scenario. So that can happen. So that's the reason why we specifically say that. Yeah. Okay. So hope you guys are all okay, and so I'll just move the camera to point to the cards so that you can see the cards. Yeah. Okay, so I just selected them before, so because I didn't want to do it again. So that's Virgo, Scorpio, Libra, and Aries. So it can be your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, or yes, anywhere significant. So just see if all 4 or can be there, or it can just 1 or 2 signs might be prominent in your chart. So just take what resonates. So let's get in. I've called in the Holy Spirit. Please protect us during this reading from any low vibration energies, from manipulating any of these messages, or confusing or creating or any kind of confusing messages. Please ensure that we're all protected and there's no weapons formed against us shall prosper. And let divine mighty protection be around this place, so that no low vibration energies can be in this place. Ancestor spirit guides and guardian angels, please help me provide accurate messages for everyone to watch, who's watching, so that they get the correct messages, and which are for the highest good and for the love and light. So thank you once again for enabling me to read these cards. Guys, so with that, if there is any negative energy that has been directed towards me or the people who are watching, if you've been attacked by any negative energy, it will be returned back to sender. and nothing will happen to. If you're in my energy field, at least for sure you will not be in any. You will always be protected already. So nothing to worry. And in fact, I would send them all. If you are hating on my channel or anything like that, I send you love and light to you, so that you find some love and light in your life. So guys, I'll just quickly start off with this cards. Yeah, so let's see what's the. Let's clear. Let's clear these cards. I've been trying to. Normally all ends up in divine masculine, divine feminine, same thing. So, but then today I just felt like doing this. So let's do love and then see. So it's nothing that you need to be like. See, this is more for the singles, right? So single means if you are right now maybe dating, or could be separated or anything like that. So let's see what comes up. So as we told, as I just wanted to start, so always know that self-love is something first we are first supposed to have, and so ensure that you oh my god, today is like love is on the air or something. Let's see. So as I said, sorry, I was telling you about the self-love part. So just make sure that before you enter into any, if you feel like if you want to really love, I've just learned this lesson anyway, so you might have already known. If not, if you are new to it, make sure that you love yourself completely, with all your everything which you feel, good, bad, everything you love all sides, the light and the dark side, everything, love everything, so that you can find someone who loves you, and the appropriate match will come. So I mean instead this was one of the major things for me to understand, and in my ascension journey was to overcome all that and to love myself. So that's why I'm telling before we start off. So ensure that you love yourself, no matter what. You love yourself, because God has created all of us uniquely, and in fact we are all one and the same. I mean, we all are equal and one and the same. So there's nothing different, nothing to feel bad, nothing to feel lower or above anyone, is what I wanted to say. Anyways, guys, so let's see. Guiding is well, guys. Please show for this energies. What is the love messages? This is timeless reading, so whenever you can watch this, whenever you come across it. Okay. We have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. This situation involves marriage. Okay, so whoever this is, so it seems like, okay, so this could mean that you're either you're from different religion, or could be a different walk. I mean, the way you could in the sense religion, in the sense like it could be yeah, as I said, religion, right, like it can be anything, like Hindu, Muslim, Christian, or whatever walk of life you might be, or one could be believer of God, other can be non-believer, like there are so many things there, so I hope they are so yeah, so just could be different in that, so just see that if it matches your situation, then, and also it could be from various ethnicities as well, so just see that this could be, that could be a factor, because there might be some kind of hesitating, or there could be some hesitation in terms of like whether the beliefs of your both of yours both will go in, I mean, like whether the family accepts or not, those kind of questions might be there, I think. But the key thing is like whether you're not living for a family or like for others, we need to live for ourselves. So that is the key message which you need to know, is like whether you love the person, the other person, do you really love each other? That is what important, and doesn't matter anything else. Nothing else matters. So because that is the world we are going into, that you're no more going to be like defined by religion or the caste, community, or whatever we are belonging to. So it's like a soul, it's basically the, what to say, like it could be a soulmate or someone, like we get into soul contracts and then we meet the right people and then who vibrate at the same level, and then you know that once you love each other, the other one will come who loves you as well. So those kind of matches will happen. So we have to be a little open-minded, and to know that it's not being selfish that we take such decisions, but it's more like we live and according to what divine has planned us to do. So if you see that, that's what the calling in your soul makes. So there's bidding, maybe in your situation, maybe that could lead to marriage, which is quite nice. So if you're already dating someone, it could mean that you may end up in marriage, and there's attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Yeah, so it's more like how you live happily every minute of the day, every second, I would say, like every minute of the day, right? Like you just need to live. It was difficult for me to understand that initially. What do you mean live in the moment? And then only I realized it's more like the present moment is the one which we need to make sure that we vibrate and keep vibrating, emitting the positive energy of. So as we keep doing, sending in positive energies, then we get back what we deserve. We vibrate, and when you are in love and all, it's the highest vibration. So that is one of the key things for helping the people all around also. If you are in that mode, it is wonderful way to live and do things not only for your love life, but in general you can love many other things, your family, your pets, and all things like gardening and things, like so many things. So just the state of love, your work, your art, anything that matters. So yeah. And then so this is what calling your soulmate. So as I was telling, just your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help you bring you together. So if you really want, then probably if you're already kind of manifesting by visualization, affirmations, and then it will help bring them together. So, or else in general you might want to say those affirmations that you'll find the appropriate person who loves you, or those are there affirmations. Use such affirmations which will say that, which will bring the right person instead of any crap any low vibrational energy. And then just have a watch out. If you already know them for quite some time, as you say, there's right, understand what they like. You should always you should know what their qualities are, what they like, whether you have common things, and whether they are ambitious, whether they are interested in working, or how is it, and what is their background, things like that. Understand a bit more, and then jump into marriage or anything, wedding for that matter. So, and just keep an eye on people who just, the heartless people might be around, who can just mimic as if everything is perfectly fine. So just be understand the energies that exchange, whether there is energy exchange or you're feeling your energy is getting drained. So that is one key thing which always know, that you don't end up with some energy vampires who just act as if they are very innocent and then turn into energy trainers. So yeah, so let's see what else. What is heart to heart conversations? Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So I see there is one group, there could be one group where it could directly go into marriage and things like that. But there is another group where you might be calling in, or an ex-partner, or one could be a new love and the other could be an ex or someone, where you may want to have an heart-to-heart conversation and see whether it can work out or not. Chemistry. There is strong magnetic attraction. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, so if you feel you have all this, like there is magnetic attraction and open conversation, anything, so it's always important that you're honest and loyal to each other in terms of, and always few things that what I personally felt was the people, I always like to be honest. I'm very honest, brutally honest. Like I don't even have, sometimes when I was having my ex, I used to say them that if I see someone on the road, like okay, he's nice, good looking or something, like right, like I don't hide that feeling or anything, because this it may be contentious, but I'm just saying that I'm that much honest in terms of whatever I say, whatever I do. And it was supposed to be my twin flame, I don't know what. So yeah, it's like it was just totally a big just kind of going, I don't know where it went also. So anyway, so just telling that you just need to kind of be honest, open, and just like see and watch out what they are up to, and like see the people, like they have these manipulation techniques, all these things they used, love bombing, gaslighting, all these things. They immediately just start knowing all these terms, and we need to eliminate these people or these kind of things from this place. We should never allow or encourage people to do all such things. So that is what it is coming to. So, and please make sure that you don't fall in love with those people, because I did the mistake of falling for them, falling for such person, and kind of yeah. But then it was, I wouldn't ended up in my spiritual growth and awakening, everything happened. But then if it comes to you, I'm just saying that just be aware of all these things. But otherwise everything is looking good so far. So anything, we'll get another 3,000 then so anything else? Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps that you're guided to take. So this could be for you or for your counterpart, whoever's watching this. Sorry, I'm just trying to. Okay, so please do the effort, make the effort, and love is always, I had an empath narcissist paradigm, like like that kind of a situation, and I still today don't know whether it was what it was, and finally I gave up on that and things like that. So you, if you feel like if there was a misunderstanding or anything, then probably kind of have a conversation freely and just like see, I don't think don't find anything wrong in, even if you're not compatible, for the other person is not liking you, if you like, just tell the other person that you love them so much that there's nothing wrong in sending that vibration out there, instead of just holding back and not telling. Just let that go, and doesn't matter, nothing is lost in this world. But instead of just withholding and playing like this mind games of like whether you'll tell, I will not tell, and I mean just kind of feel happy that you are vulnerable and open to exploring, and I mean expressing your love. So that only comes when you kind of like have an art which you have if you have previous breakups or anything, everything, your heart like you've cleared your heart chakra properly and ensure that it is all the wounds and heartaches are all cleared, and so that you can, and you love yourself so much that you don't get affected any ways. Nobody, no, it doesn't matter if the other person says he loves you or not, but you can express what you feel and there's nothing to lose. Okay, so okay, there's an engagement. It says engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Okay, so that's like chances like this could be something whom you're dating already, could mean this way, or it could be your ex that may be coming and you want to make an effort connecting to them, and it could lead to a possible engagement and wedding eventually. So one more card, and okay, see, in the past this is what like so just check whether you see, when you have this discussion and see if it is like, you see, it should be both give and take in mutual. So if you feel that you're pushing towards like forcing someone to like, yes, I love you, though, so marry, and force, don't force anybody, and also feel that, see that whether there is chemistry or not. Like if you still have, this could be like one of I think it's one of the cases. So just take what resonates and leave the rest. Maybe if you think there is like there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, so in some cases, if you feel there is not much of a chemistry or anything, I would probably okay, so I would say like you just need to give it a try and see whether you're naturally attracted or not. If not, don't force it, because that's not love, right? So unless you're, I mean, you should be even attracted to each other. It's not like an agreement, yes, we have to live together, something. So if you don't have the attraction, see, is there any other way, like you can go about doing some things romantic and then rekindle that energy also. So that is also coming through. So else, if you don't feel like continuing, then it's up to you. But then this reading more looks positive, so just I believe you can go ahead with it and see what happens. Yeah. So now let's do. Okay, let's get some oracle messages. I'm not doing tarot, I think, so I'll just be getting some messages. So please let us know what's coming up for. Now for the love reading. What can we know more about this love reading? Oh God. This is, they're making, I think sometimes just when I give up, they'll make me do this kind of thing. Twin flames, maybe. Yin yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other. Oh God. Okay, so yeah, maybe your thing might be a twin flame connection. So see, twin flame, so far what I kind of understand, just take from my experience, I'm telling, I've not read anything specifically, this is how it is. In my experience, I found out that I was more representing the light side of it, and my count X so called was on the dark side, and it was totally showed me what is it in the dark side. I showed him what is all in the light, how to be the extremes of it. We have seen it all, like that's why we have so much of disagreements and things like that. Okay, so the perfect balance has to come. And another thing is, like, what happens as you're balancing, you're in your see, there's white, there's black, right? So in the black there's white, like a, so that's like the yin and yang symbol, right? So if you see, that is where you kind of fit in each other's things. So you need to balance these two energies within yourself. And then see, I was more of divine feminine and divine feminine energy initially, and then we have to balance both the divine feminine and divine masculine, so then you can manage it accordingly. And basically, when you are getting aligned, and they also get pulled and triggered and all these things, and so much of drama will be there, and until you fully come to a point where you love yourself, you respect yourself, you are showing that you're worthy and you're independent and you can do all these things, it just makes you totally a transformed person in this twin flame journey. It does not always mean that you have to be together, but then it can also be like they come into your life to make you show what all flaws you have, like areas of work you have, what all healing you have to do, and to make you the best version of yourself. So that is one of the, but it's so tough to go through the phases and what and all they go through. I've been through it all, and and I, yeah, so, but then yeah, if it's your case, then just take it. If not, don't think about too much of twin flames at this point of time. If it is not, it may not be a twin flame. So yeah. Fleeting triggers turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. Yeah, karmic relationships. So this is also like see, this can sometimes there could be like, if you think the other person is not liking you, sometimes it can end up in a karmic relationship. Karmic relationships are like more they come and teach us lessons. They trigger all the things that we have been suppressing, all our wounds. They will show us, or what all things we did for another person, the other person will come and do it to your partner. So it's like that. So they come and serve a purpose, and yeah, it's like they effectively teach lessons, and sometimes you have to thank them, so that they are the ones who are helping our counterpart, if you're in a twin flame, to learn their lessons and to show them how they acted with us. The karmics will act like that with your counterparts. So that's karmic relationship. So that's why the fleeting triggering triggers turmoil, resentments, lessons, letting go, and loving. Yeah, so I was confused actually whether it was a false twin flame, or it was a real twin flame, or is it something, or karmic relationship. So because he's been always, he never opens his mouth, and I never tells anything. So so it's like that. So just see that whether if it's karmic relationship, it will be very, like, if you find it very, like, sometimes it ends up being very strong bonding, and they could be ending up in black magic, that this and all, so many things they will do behind the scenes and make you feel that they like you, love you, and things like that. But it will only be like they wouldn't really love you actually. It's not like you something wouldn't be right. But this twin flame, if it sits well, you cannot forget this relationship forever. Like, it's like kind of gives you a life changing experience basically. Either you elevate the other elevate, and both need to elevate and come up. So but it's one of the powerful things to go through. So and it's a stability, security, performance, growth, endurance, and flexibility. So it's like so maybe this is growing okay, so I'll just take this card also, just flipped. So if you see, there's like generally if you are in this journey of twin flames, you will end up like a palm tree. Like, the growth will be very strong, stable. You'll be so strong, actually become so strong, like palm trees and all. It can withstand any wind, anything it comes through, it can stand. So you become like that, and you endure all the things, and makes you a tough strong person basically. So that's the reason we go through that, such painful, like such kind of relationships. So, and that being said, then we have acts: breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. Yeah, so that's what this could be like. If I would put this, can be put like this, I would like keep it here and see karmic relationships. So either if you're feeling that they are not giving you enough attention, or just avoiding you, running you, or not telling the truth, if you feel they are not genuine and things like that, the best thing to do is to just remove them, stop that, and release them, so that you both can grow together. Grow on your own and then come together, or else, because else there's no need to be together. If it's like you learn the lessons and then try to ensure that you don't repeat that in the next cycle, and or else they will come back to you. If it's meant to be together, it will come together. So, and it can happen over one cycle or multiple cycles. For me, 10-20 cycles happened, I think. It's like that level, it just went to and I'm just I don't know, it's just like it just keeps repeating. So let's see what's more. Anything else? Let me get the other cards. Any more messages? Any other messages, or else I'll go to the other deck. Heartbroken, abundance. So as I said, see, there's like there's like two things. Yes, what I see is like if you're doing the right work, you'll see if you have the proper things. Like for example, in my thing, I've broken up with my twin, actually, a so-called twin. So I don't know, I wouldn't confirm it yet. So yeah, so I needed to work on myself. I needed to see what I can do, make sure that I am independent and don't depend on any matter. So that's the key thing. You have to be that. Then you will be getting your so you will be rewarded for the work that you do, because you go through so much of things, ups and downs in that relationship, and it transforms you completely, and for that you will be rewarded, like by giving and rewarded, no, by then you will be having the strength to start anything you want. You don't have any fear at all. By the end of this, like, well, you come to a point where you're so ready for like to face any situations, anything in life. So it just prepares you to become that kind of a person. So which is kind of one way, if you see, just trying to get this in here. Hopefully it's up there. Okay. I think one more, that's it. So I want to keep this here, and this is ascending. So transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for uni. So yeah, so this could, see, this is what I said, it could be meaning like that, and but then it also could lead to, see, there's sometimes that your twin flame can be in your karmic relationships or something. So they need to, as we also learn, they also have to go through this. If your masculine is watching, or sometimes feminine, or whatever, if they are in a karmic, if they are not with the twin flame, they might be with a karmic relationship, then they will go through a separation and heartbreak. So they kind of have to go through this mourning process and come out of it. And so they also need to, all should know love, self-love and things like that. So that's what helps them. So that is how you come together, and to not, it's not like love, that is the main thing, but once you come, we are here to, for a purpose, actually, to do something for the divine. So we need to get into that, and for me, I've decided to go on my own. So sacred union, see, these cards are, today I'm just doing love messages. Okay, so ouch. Oh god, let's see, exactly, it fell in twin flames. Oh my god. Okay, let's, okay, so whether it is my twin or not, I don't know, don't care about it right now. I'm more interested in moving forward with my so that's what I've come to, because it doesn't anymore makes anything that whether they, oh god, someone is upset. Just throwing it. Okay, masculine is angry. Okay, so let's see. Too many cards. I'm just going to do one, two cards. Time. You're trying too hard, give it time. So if you are trying to push someone to come towards you, or making them just forcing them, just kind of leave it now, because just give some time so that everybody learns lessons, do some personal work if they wish to, and things will come around. And while we focus on ourselves and do things, the more we love, more we take care of ourselves, that will pull the other person together if he is supposed to be in your thing. So keep that in mind always. When you start doing your work, they will automatically see that there is that energetic call will be there, which I didn't believe to a certain extent, but then later I understood that the more I love myself, and rather than thinking, oh, he's separated and feeling bad, God, let me not take all these things. Let's one or two, please. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. Okay, so this is what anyways we are. Soulmates. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest in physically. Okay, so this can be a soulmate union also. So let me just get one more card. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. One more card, last card. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So that's what it says. So just we don't take anything right now to be angry, upset. Just rather just let them know that we love them, whether they love us back or not. Just show them the love, and always end up. It's better not to be like in a mode to say, okay, I'll take a revenge on you or something like that. Let's not go into that mode. Know that we are all one and the same. So maybe this lifetime it was not meant to be, maybe next lifetime. So things like that. So just so I think with that, sorry, I just was thinking someone is knocking the door. Okay, so with that we will just finish with one card of Rumi. And I'll do a reading. I'll read from the book actually. So let's do two cards. Let's take one for you and one for your counterpart. Oh, sorry. So this came off. One. Just take which one I'll then read from the book. One more card, please. Looks like 3 cards. Okay. It's fine. So let's quickly, I'll do number 17. 17 could make sense, or you think 17, 1 and 13. That is 13 is 4. It could be 17, 8. 4, 8. You can check that. Okay, so this is for okay, just I hope you're seeing whoever it is. So see, this is like some angel coming towards someone who's kind of upset. So it's called the human gift. Oh heart, what is your excuse for all these blunders? Such loyalty is offered by the beloved, yet so much treason comes from you. Such kindness is offered by the beloved, yet so much defiance and resistance comes from you. Such grace is offered by the beloved, yet so much fault and failure comes from you. Such attraction is offered by the beloved, with sweetness and generosity, yet such jealousy comes from you, which with so much doubt and suspicion. Do you bemoan your lack of faith? Do you betray yourself, blazing angel? Because you have moments where you cannot bring yourself to trust in love more than you trust in your fear? Do you lament and worry that you could or should be living in greater surrender? And yet when is light more precious than when it arises from darkness? When is trust more admirable than when it involves an uncertain yet bold leap of faith? O human angel, your path is perfection in the divine sense, not in some artificial absence of struggle, but in the wrestling of darkness and light that ignites the fire within your holy heart. So rise up now from your doubts and admonishments, and let your human self be loved. Even for all the doubt, you are still a cherished one of great beloved and always shall be. So yeah, there are a few messages I'll just read. Be kind to your heart. You may believe it to be wary for a doubt and distrust. So much heartbreak and many agonies, yet still it beats. Still it persists with unquestioning alliance to life. What a grand heart it is, this sacred art of yours. How can it be worthy of anything other than the tenderness, gratitude, and acknowledgement and appreciation? Do not plague your heart with falsehood and expectation of some disembodied perfection. The perfection of your heart is that it loves still. Even if you try to stop it with some notion of self-protection from the future hurt through doubt or fear, still it loves. It is perfection that it hopes even after despair, that it holds compassion even after experience of fear. So then what is left to do with but breathe the grandest sigh of relief and allow yourself the essential luxury of your peace within. So then everything is alright, even if some moments it seems not to be, still your heart beats in honor of life. The heart can be nurtured, coaxed into gentle acceptance of all that is, and the divine sight will become available to you. Yes, sacred sight is what is behind this oracle for you now, beloved. You are meant to be witnessing something important, something that will make the presence of divine in your affair more real to you. It will be something that you can come to count on at all times, and in that gain greater peace and realization that yes, it is safe to trust and surrender. Okay. Okay, there are like some more messages. Indeed, it is the only safe, sane, sensible way to live. It is also the most fun way to live, and you are allowed to live this way if you so choose. It is not shrinking your duty as a responsible adult. It is not deluding yourself and turning away from real world. Rather, surrender is placing responsibility where it is best placed, firmly in the hands of that part of you wise enough to know the great beloved is wiser still, and that your life unfolds according to the great beloved's grace. The oracle comes with a special guidance for you. You are or soon will be seeing with great clarity and insight a situation that has been obscure to you in the past. You may be startled by what you perceive, so much so that you second guess yourself or chalk it up to wild imagination on your part. You are asked to trust in your perceptions that when they come from the heart, although what you perceive may be darkness, there will be no judgment in it. See what is truthfully there. Be in the compassionate nurture of your heart, and you shall also shown the most graceful way to become clear and free of darkness, either within yourself or within others and the world around you. Okay. Wow, this looks like a twin flame. Okay, so there's one sacred ceremony if you want to. Place your hands in your heart, on your heart, and say the following loud. I love you. You are strong, brave, and powerful. You are gentle, vulnerable, and inspired. You are truth. You are insight. You are wisdom. You are life. I love you, and you are safe. You are the divine made flesh. You, my precious heart, my precious connections to life. I adore you. Thank you for loving. Let us open the inner window. Let the stale emotion out and breathe in fresh life now. For you are to be well and thrive according to love's grace and wisdom. I trust in what you know and what you see. In compassion, I honor all perception of truth. So be it. So that is your honoring ritual. So, wow, quite interesting. So the next, beyond death's life. So let's see what's number one. Beyond death life. Footprints leads to the shore of the sea. Beyond that point, no trace remains. This is anyways Rumi's thing. I am calling to you. Can you hear me? Listen. Within your heart there I speak. My voice rings true. You are urged beyond what has been. The time has come. Lay it to rest now. This ending comes as a grace for you to grace to free you from all that you have known. For what you have known is now too small for your soul. Bear your uncertainty with equanimity. I am certain enough for both of us. Allow me to show you the light that you are. The burns within you, blazing angels of heavenly purity. I will unveil you to yourself, undressing your ego, casting aside its layers, as tender as a lover, with unwearying attention upon the sacred body of light. You shall know yourself in truth, as pure beyond all experience, untainted, ever innocent, as a pure vessel stripped bare, ready for divine revelations, as light, as life, as love. The soul craves variety because it leads to wholeness, and wholeness leads to divine revelations. The purpose of soul incarnating in this world, in the first place, is to realize its divinity through sacred crucible of life. The older the soul, the closer it is to the realization of divine oneness, and the more powerful its determination to shed that which should constrain complete and conscious immersion into the divine presence. So here you are, an old soul, at the edge of something you have known, at the cusp of an ending and a beginning. Perhaps you are already in surrender and falling in, or perhaps you are fearful and resisting as you greet your unknown destiny. Yet this moment is happening because your own divine soul has chosen for it to be this way, so the love may grow. There is no punishment in this ending, nor there is anything to fear. There may be pain, there may be grief and loss, there may be uncertainty and even insecurity, yet you have a heart big enough to bear such growing pains. Your heart is even big enough to receive the joy that is lying in wait for you as you stumble across her in the course of your clumsy, inspired travails into new life. You can scoop her up in your arms and spin her wildly around as she delights in your embrace, throwing her head back and laughing her vibrant, contagious laughter, filling you with exquisite ecstasy. Yes, you shall know the truth, the knowledge that the divine is with you, guiding every unfolding moment of your life journey. No matter how dark it may first appear, the divine is with you in unflinching generosity, with compassion, and with fierce passion for your blossoming into all that you are, all that you can be. So what must you do to receive this divine grace, this new life? You must be willing to face death. It may be that death has come to you in the form of loss of a beloved one, a physical loss that takes you into the darkest despairs or depths of your grieving heart. It may be death that comes to you in the ending of a financial or professional situations you once relied upon. It could also be in the sense that you don't really know who you are anymore. Old identities have shown themselves to be inadequate, inaccurate, mere ego masks, too small for the great being that you are starting to suspect you may be. Your death may also be a choice to let go, to take step into new direction, to move house, to end a relationship, to change career, or to step away from religious or philosophical traditions, or a group or a teacher. Your death may not feel as though it may come by choice at all. It may be a sickness that leaves you feeling helpless, a relationship or other life circumstances changing when you wish with all your heart that it would not. Your transition, though this death may be triggered by your inner feeling that you cannot quite pin down, nonetheless it powerfully propels you away from what has been and towards untapped possibilities, perhaps even towards your great confusion as you encounter life in a new way, feeling even somewhat unprepared and uncertain as to what may lie ahead of you now. How you deal with this grace, hidden though it may at first appear to be under the cloak of crisis, it is up to you. You have enough spiritual intelligence to shift perspective and to choose, if you wish, to rest your inner gaze upon what lies beyond the death. Gaze instead upon the new life that is calling you. When you know deep within that no matter what experiences you've had in your life, that you are untainted, you will be more easily able to trust in love the divine has for you. You won't question your worthiness, and therefore you will trust in life more easily and more fully, no matter how much it asks of you at times. The divine is relentless lover. It wants nothing less than your total being to be held in its embrace. Sometimes that means we will have to give up lesser loves for the greater lover, the divine one that calls us to remember our true nature. You are a beautiful, blazing soul having a human experience that defies explanation and opens you up to divinity. This is what is happening in your life now. Whether the death is obvious or painful to you, or whether you are uncertain as to how it is yet showing up in your life, either way, there is an ending imminent and new life coming to you, with greater opportunities for your radiant soul to shine its beauty in this world. Grasp it eagerly, beloved. Now is not the time for fear or hesitation. Focus on what is becoming whilst honoring what is no longer to be. Wow. Okay, the sacred ceremony, you have to say the following aloud. Now place your hand on your heart and say this aloud. Rumi, who, who loves me unconditionally, I call upon your loving grace. Please help me release what I no longer need, what is too small for my great light. Help me recognize the purity of my own being so that I can more easily trust in the divine love calling to me like an insistent lover in every moment. I breathe in your compassionate grace now. Thank you, my beloved. Keeping your hands resting on your heart at the center of your chest, simply breathe in and out gently and easily. Focus on the feelings of your hands on your chest. Do this for as long as you feel good for you. When you have finished, open your eyes. You have finished your honoring ritual. Okay, great. And then last one. 13. 13. Arise. When the wings of hope languish from the lack of use, when wings dissipate and weaken, life begins to lose its value. Every cell in your body is created to rise to challenges. Your life is meant to confront everything that holds you captive. Don't sit at the bottom of the well, not caring about salvation. Listen to the voice within calling to you. Reach for eminence beyond your own maturity. Rumi. I dance before you in a sacred spectacle, hoping to garner your attention. Look at me. I cry to your aligning spirit and despondent flesh. Look at me. If you were to look up, you would see that I am a mirror of your own being, your light, your heart, your spirit, your all. Yes, there is pain. Yes, there is a letting go to take place, and you are frightened and uncertain sometimes. But you make this mean something that it does not. It means that you are to turn your head away from what is dying. Do this gently but firmly. Turn your head towards what is living. Look at me. I will show you truth, and you shall laugh your deepest belly laughter with so much glee, sharing in my secret that the only force at work in your life is unconditionally loving divinity. I see in you a divine wild child and sacred heart. You are gumption, chatpas, guts. You dare to love where others only see pain. You dare to believe that everything will somehow work out where others only see what they judge to be wrong. You see love where others apply fear. You seek freedom where the world still buys it into manipulation and propaganda. Don't lose heart beloved wild child. Dare to believe you are right to do so. It is the divine rebel in you that refuses to surrender hope. Give up the fight, perhaps the battle that comes from a place of fear, but never give up your hope. That hope in your heart, that optimism and patience for growth into love creates a light within you that helps the world see through darkness. It becomes a candle that shimmers contently upon the windows of your heart's temple. There it is, more obvious even in darkness. The stars do appear to shine brighter at night, beloved, but don't become consumed by your nightmares. They will pass with with the coming dawn, you'll see. Don't give them too much stock. Instead, put your attention towards the defiant candle of hope that burns, as it is nature and purpose within you. Can you sense its warmth even in the presence of cold fear? Ah, it shall warm you now. And if not, then I come to you, remind you, you are a blazing angel. You are filled with holy fire and shall prevail. Oh, the joy of you, the expanse of you, you fill my heart with your magnificent essence. I see and know the great beloved in you. There, the great beloved is looking out for me from behind your eyes. I see the candlelight of your heart temple flicker within your grace. That is what the candle of hope honors, the working of great beloveds, so creative and crazed with love for you that all circumstances of your life down to the tiniest detail are evoked out of love. Love out of passionate desire takes you from despair into hope, from holding on to letting go, from turning away to opening up. So, great beloved, take you across the moonlit ocean into the temple of cosmic heart. Here an eternal flame burns bright with hope, igniting the light within the hearts of all the humanity. You have been asked to trust, to gently lay to rest the suffering that has been, perhaps because of what you have labeled as a failure, the doubt, the losses and setbacks. They are they are so little in greater schemes of you, but put them aside, allow them to rot, become fertilizer for life, but do not try to keep them alive beyond their earthly expiry date, lest you become tainted or poisoned by the rot. Let them go. Instead, focus on what is alive now. Can you sense that before you is a great being of light, a greater pathway opening up? This is truth, blazing angel. This is truth. Take the step. So it is when the light of the heart is felt within, reminding you of your own divine nature. The world is here for you to experience so that you may realize divinity in its majesty, mystery, and love. More so than ever, all serves that sacred purpose, so embrace it. Find your faith, be at peace. Know that no matter what appears to be as it well, you are so loved. It cannot even begin to be translated sufficiently into words, but it can be transmitted from my heart to yours. Just as the sun catches dried tinder and sets it aflame, this oracle comes with a message for you. Arise, you have been downtrodden for long enough now. Perhaps you have been feeling defeated, put upon, underestimated, or walked over in mind, body, or spirit by the others or your own doubts and fears. Enough now. You are liberated through the hopes in your heart, the defiant optimism that beyond mm, buoys your spirit and demands you shall have your dawn. You shall rise like the sun and begin anew now. Step up, it's your time. So the Sacred Heart ritual is stand up and turn behind you. Say aloud,
With gratitude and deep soul daring, I choose to say thank you and goodbye to my past. What has been, and no longer to be. I am at peace with this, for what has been is nothing more than fertilizer for life to flourish now. With complete forgiveness and acceptance, I allow this letting go to happen. With all my heart, I ask for unconditional love to assist me in this sacred surrender now. Turn now, face forward, say aloud, I invite in life, I invite in love, I invite in what is required for my own spiritual success and thriving divinity. Through unconditional love and divine mercy, through the guiding spirit of my soul brother Rumi, may this now be so. Then place one hand in your heart and say aloud, in this present moment life thrives. It is within this thriving grace that I choose to place my consciousness now. I am an angel ablaze. I trust in the benevolent divinity guiding my way. Place both hands in prayer, and when you are ready, simply bow your head for a moment. You finished your honoring ritual. Okay, guys, this is a little long one, but then I think you just need to. So just it's kind of. I hope you just had the patience to listen to that, and if you like, and do the ceremony if you want. And yeah, it's more calling you all to. It can mean that it can apply to the person whom you're watching for, or it could be to you who's watching. So just see whether the messages applies directly, speaks to your soul and to your heart. Then take as it resonates. And so I think with that I'll close this love reading. So thanks for watching, and if you like the videos, please do click on like so that we can share this for the others to watch as well, and also click on subscribe button if you like. So thank you anyways, thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. Until then, bye and take care.